Hey guys, Robert here, welcome to another video, where today we are going to be having a look at the best specialists for Battlefield 2042 Team Deathmatch. Now, these aren't the most used specialists, well they probably are, but these aren't meant to be the most used specialists, these aren't meant to be the most OP specialists. This is literally just the specialists that are really good in Team Deathmatch. That's all this video was, and that's all this video will be. So if you are struggling in Team Deathmatch, then I recommend watching this video and using these characters, because honestly, I started using them and I got really good games. For example, using Mckay or something like that is probably one of the best specialists to use in Team Deathmatch simply because of his grapple, but we'll get into that in the start of the video. Anyway guys, I do hope you enjoy. If you do, please like, please comment, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace. So then guys, the first specialist on this list is Mckay. Of course it's Mckay, why wouldn't it be Mckay? Mckay is just such a good specialist. He is just good at everything he does. For example, the grappling hook he can get from point A to point B very, very quickly. While other specialists are on the ground trying to fight it out, Mckay is above all of them on rooftops, as you can see in the gameplay here, just popping people off because no one can really counter him. There's not really a counter for Mckay, and that's a good thing or a bad thing, depends how you look at it. So yeah, Mckay's second ability is the ability to move fast while ADSing. That helps a lot because when he's going left to right, left to right, left to right, or up and down to not get shot, all the other specialists have to try not to die, I guess. That's all I can say. He is very good at 1v1 fights. He's probably one of the best 1v1 specialists that you could ever pick in this game. He's just really, really good. And in Team Deathmatch, he's always above the enemies, and he's always got an advantage because he can move fast while ADSing. So that covers Mckay. Now on to the next specialist, which is Boris. Boris is a difficult specialist. He's good at what he does, which is spotting people and annoying the enemy team. But you've got to put his robot, his turret, on the right piece of ground. For example, here I'm behind a rock with my turret above, spotting enemies, shooting enemies, while I just sit there and wait for the spots. And it works well for a brief period of time, until the enemy team catch up on what you're doing, move to your position and flank you, and your turret is fighting someone else, so you can't shoot them, and from there it just goes wrong. But as you can see on this clip, I've put it in a high position where the enemies can shoot it, but I'm always there to help it. I'm also in the circle, so I give it an extra boost of power for range and stuff. I'm constantly spotting enemies, I'm constantly getting points, XP points, so this is a quick way to level up as well. But as you can see, I've literally got this entire area locked down except when I die. And the reason I died there was because they flanked me, like I said. You've got to be careful with Boris in Team Deathmatch because they can spawn randomly. You're going to get flanked quite a lot. But here's another scenario. I'm on a hill, I've got this entire place locked down now. No one is going to get past me. I've got a Mckay spotted over there, I can pepper him. I'm not going to kill him, but that's besides the point. I'm still helping my team, and there's another spot over there. He's in the building, but still. And Boris is just a really good specialist for Team Deathmatch. He can, as long as you've got in a high position, as long as you're above the enemies, and you know the flanking routes, and you're prepared for them when they come, you will do fine as Boris, because you can spot them, you can get taps on them, you can get assists on them, and it's just going to be so much easier to get kills and spot people in Team Deathmatch. So, moving on to the next specialist is Pika. Pika is good at what she does because she is a recon specialist, kind of, so she can put a device down and spot people, and because her device is only got 25 meters of range, it's really, really good because Team Deathmatch, like villages or whatever you want to call them, maps, Team Deathmatch maps, are really close together, they're really compact, and well, that map there, that's not 25 meters, but it's not 200 meters, so I can get a good range on my scanner, be prepared for the enemies, and always see them coming. For example, here, I spot the enemy, he shoots me, turns around, I've got the jump on him. So that's why she's a good specialist for Team Deathmatch. She also has the ability, when she's shot, to know exactly where it's coming from, and because the Team Deathmatch matches aren't that big, she'll be able to know exactly where they were. like the exact position where they were because of her ability. Anyway, that's basically it. She's a difficult one because she takes a lot of skill to use, I guess, because you got to know when to use it, and when when you are using your ability, you are also spotted on the map for the duration of the ability. So that's a downside. So you will be seen by everyone on the map, but it's a small map and not many players, so it should be okay. That's why I'm saying it's a difficult specialist, and you got to know when to use it. So as you can see here, look, I've spotted that person, and he's not that far away. 25 meters isn't as far as you would like to think. But the only problem with Pika is you're going to have to run a lot of self-heals, because she lives on self-sustained devices and stuff like that. Moving on to the next specialist, we have Falk. Falk is quite self-explanatory if you think about it. She can heal herself. That's the only reason she's on this list. When she gets shot, she can heal herself, and that's it. That's the only reason she's on this list. If she couldn't heal herself, then I do recommend with Falk running running the shields, or the armor, sorry, running the armor, because that's quite good for Falk. So she can heal herself and she has added armor. But that's besides the point. So look, I'm taking damage there, look, taking some more damage. My health is on 6, which is quite worrying. Use the ability. I don't win this gunfight, but that's besides the point. I healed myself and I had more advantage than him. It was just different guns, my aim, and because I changed my settings, it's quite wonky, is probably the best way to put it. So then, moving on to the next specialist, this is the second from the last, we have Angel. Of course Angel's going to be on this list. He can give himself armor. That is the only reason he is on this list. This engagement you're about to watch, I wouldn't have won it unless I had armor. Armor is just such a good thing in this game, it's so overpowered, and it will make you live so many times. I also have the med pen, which is not overpowered, but it's helpful, especially in this situation. So I'm able to get, I think it's like a 4 or 5 kill streak, something like that. It's not a high kill streak, but it's good, and I would have lost a lot more if I didn't have armor, like I've just used there. What? I'm reloading. Go across this corner, there's no one, so I go around the back, there's a Falk just above me, she shoots me, I'm still alive simply because I have armor. That, if I didn't have armor, my health would be a lot lower than it is. And that's why he's on this list. He's just such a good specialist for self-preservation. He will always live simply because he has armor, and other specialists don't. The only reason they'd have armor is because they've either A, unlocked it and got it in their loadout, or B, another Angel has got them. Another reason Angel's really good in this TDM match is because he can revive. He's like a Falk, he can revive anyone. I'm not sure if that's overpowered or not, but we're just gonna roll with it. Look, my teammate's down there. I can immediately run back, revive, and give him armor, which I didn't in that scenario, probably should have, but that's besides the point. I'm able to help revive him and give him armor, and he's just fine. That's why he made this list. He can help himself, he can help his teammates, and he can revive, and I know it's annoying, but he can revive, so yeah. And finally, we have Irish. Irish is a weird one. Irish is a very weird one, because his only use is the shield, and he only uses the shield because he can help cover his teammates, and that's the only reason. The only reason he's on this list is because he can cover his teammates when they're pushing, and he can cover himself while he's strategically placed himself on a building from behind and in front, so if anyone runs up the stairs, he's covered. And they have an extra minute. He has an extra few seconds to react, and he can cover in front, so if anyone shoots him, he has somewhere to hide, so he doesn't get shot. That's the only reason he's on this list. And that is the best specialist for Team Deathmatch. It's not because you're going to win every single time, and it's not because they are overpowered. They're literally the best specialist in that particular game mode because they can help the team and they can help themselves. Team Deathmatch is not about reviving each other, though it kind of is because it's whoever runs out of tickets first. It's not about that, how to be good and how to get kills. The only reason most of them specialists were on that list, such as Irish, such as Mckay, is because they can help themselves. If you can't help yourself, Maybe Dozer could have been on that list, but that's another point for another time. But the only reason something like Sundance isn't on that list because the maps are too small and she can't help herself. She's going to need armor from other people, and if she doesn't run armor, she's going to need health from other people. And that's the only reason she's not on this list. So anyone with good help themselves ability is on this list, such as Angel, such as Falk, such as Mckay. They can help themselves and survive. Some specialists can't and need to be working in a team, and that's why they didn't make this on this list. So if you use these specialists, you won't become the best, and you won't be getting 20 and 0, but it will help you survive. So then guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. In the comments down below, please let me know of what specialists you would put in this list, and maybe I'll make another version of this video with them specialists on this list. And then guys, see you in the next one. Peace.